when he wasn't in the wrestling ring,
he was always competing.
Gwyn Brown says her son Laird Ramirez was usually outside, trying to nail the newest trick on his skateboard.
He was proud of how quickly he wore out his boards, because that meant he was skating hard.
And whenever he broke a board, the pieces would be added to his wall.
You know, there's a pretty big cut here. These two are bent.
Passion that followed when they moved from California to Cornelius in 2019.
He met all of his friends through skating at Brooktail. They were at my house a lot. And I loved having him. I loved having a house full of boys.
It's because of those close relationships with Laird and his friends, Brown thought she had an idea of what her son was getting into.
He was a little bit moody, like a teenager is, but he never appeared altered.
So when Laird asked to go stay at a friend's house on June 30th, she thought nothing of it. But the next morning, Laird never came home.
I got a phone call from his dad, practically screaming, saying, "Did you get a phone call?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Laird's dead."
Brown drove immediately to their house.
It was the worst, horrific moments of my entire life. And the one paramedic just looked at me and said, "He's died."
Detectives later told her Laird had died of an overdose.
We are fentanyl presumptive positive.
According to the CDC in 2021, 84% of overdoses for teens involved illicitly manufactured fentanyls, some of which came in the form of counterfeit pills.
I have a son who's 22, and I remind him all the time, do not take anything that you don't know where it came from, because it could kill you.
Captain Jeff Phelps oversees the Vice team at Gaston County Police Department. He says during recent busts, detectives have found professional-grade pill presses.
What shifted is fentanyl being in counterfeit form,
allowing dealers to create counterfeit pills that look just like prescription pills with any substance, including cheap and widely available fentanyl.
Now someone can be handed something that looks like a Xanax, and it ends up being pure fentanyl, and it kills them. It's that easy.
Brown says as a parent, she's always tried to be open.
We certainly talked about drugs on a regular basis. And he's like, "No, I don't mess with the hard stuff. Absolutely not."
After Laird's death, Brown says Laird's friends told her that he'd been using what he thought was Percocet.
Obviously, he didn't think Percocet was hard stuff.
The revelations kept coming for Brown. After detectives suggested looking, she discovered he made several suspicious Cash App transactions.
Because I checked his bank account, and if I had known that that is likely drugs going out, then I would have been able to do something.
Leaving Brown only with a paper trail of her son's activities and digital memories of his life.
Everybody thinks it's not my kid. I didn't think that the Laird would make such a dumb decision, but he did. These kids are not understanding the cause and effect of their actions.
Which is why she's calling on the Mecklenburg County community and the school system to rethink outdated drug programs.
There's no margin of error. There's none. You know, half a pill can kill, but certainly one pill can kill. And we need kids to understand and be scared of that.